What up, you ass-face bitches? You honky-ass motherfucking faggots? Welcome back to another episode of Wednesday Night SmackTalk. And on this week's episode of Wednesday Night SmackTalk, we have our Survivor Series results. That's right, everybody. We predicted Survivor Series last week, and it happened last Sunday, and now it's Wednesday. So it's time to tell you who won between our only one match on the card, Team Chebby versus Team Golden Gods, the champs, baby, and Mikey. But we the champs in this matter. Mikey will be the champ soon. Just gotta get to the new year, and we're gonna be on top in every single way, baby. But I usually go through the card and tell you what people picked and what people got wrong. But I don't feel that would be fair this time around, and we're only fair because I'll give Chebby some credit here. We adopted Chebby's ingenious strategy for our Survivor Series matchup, in which we were a 3-person tag team. And there were a lot of triple threats because it was 3 brands. And we didn't really pick who we wanted to pick. So I'm not going to really come out here and say, oh yeah, well Mikey picked this and he got it wrong. He probably wouldn't have picked that. He's not dumb. We're not dumb. We just were employing an epic strategy. So I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, we absolutely crushed Team Chebby. We absolutely crushed them. We went 12-15 on the night. Not very good, but again, we were employing our epic strategy to help ourselves win. Chebby went 5-4. We got 7 more picks right than Team Chebby, and there was only a few matches. Some matches were added to the pre-show, and we were all there watching, so we all predicted. I'm not sure how they went, but I can tell you that we employed our epic strategy yet again. So it doesn't matter. All right. We won. Golden Gods got the victory yet again. So now Team Chebby, which is just Chebby and Brandon there. Chebby and Brandon can shut up about their tag title opportunity. They've gotten it. They failed. They broke apart like I thought they would. I knew they still hated each other. I told you all they still hated each other. And what happened? Brandon decided to just up and leave him. He decided, you know what? Bye, Chebby. I hate you. You're a clown. And Chebby, all credit to him, he stepped up and he lost. And he lost his SAG title shot. He don't know what to do with his life now. But he did send me a video. And strap in, boys, it's a long one. He sent me a video airing out his grievances against his former team on Team Chebby. And, of course, he had to throw in some jabs at us, too, because he's Chebby. And, here that video is. Here is that video, everyone.
I thought when I would be here today, I'd be talking about how me, Darcy, and Brandon, as a cohesive unit, would somehow win, how we would be in a match, how we would even predict with each other, as someone would, how it was promoted to be. But what happened at Survivor Series was nothing more of a dumb stunt. What happened at Survivor Series was I was abandoned by 2 partners that I had full trust in to be able to predict with against the Golden Gods. And guess what? I was left high and dry and forced to predict by myself against 3 other people in a match where, as any other predictions match would be, points against points, and I lost via technicality. Simple as that. And I'm not going to berate the Golden Gods here for abandoning me, as I am for other things, but I'll get to those in a moment. Basically, I'm just here today because I just want to send a message to Brandon, Darcy, and whoever else is out there trying to attack me. Brandon, you pulled a stunt with Darcy at Survivor Series in which you put out a little song that sounds like it was recorded at your radio station, and then you decided to leave after those 4 minutes of hell. You and Darcy left me for me to predict on my own. And so, I should have known that this was going to happen. Darcy, it should have been more apparent because he hates me. And, that's just fact. But Brandon's always been a gold digger when it comes to championship matches. Brandon's always been the kind of guy to go after the main championship gold and not the tag championships. I mean, you can see how miserable he was when he was with Paul. I mean, let's be honest here. Nothing against Paul except for killing Alan, but whatever. So, Brandon decided it would be a cool little idea for him to just abandon me so that he could go after me for the main title at the next pay-per-view along with, Hunter, Zach, whatever. It don't matter. Look, all I want is just answers, Brandon. Give me an answer. Because trust me, I am being more lenient right now about how my feelings are to you. You have always been the thorn in my veins. You have always been the chip on my shoulder that's been plaguing me throughout this whole year. And trust me, I think you want me there. Because let's be honest here, your name would not be relevant if it weren't for me this whole year. I mean, let's look at it. You lost a Royal Rumble, you lost in a tournament at the same event, and sure, you won against Kang, but that was your only win for this past year that didn't involve me, and B, you look like a complete jagoff the entire match. You were whiny, you were a brat, and you ate trail mix in your mic the entire time. It sounded like you didn't even want to be there, most of it anyways. I mean, you even, left the Discord call at one point. Nobody wanted to root for you in that match because of that. And people were even starting to root for Kang, and nobody wants to do that either, And so, after that, you lost at Money in the Bank, and then you decided to pick a fight with me, and guess what? You lost. And then, you know what? We were put in a tag team, and I was cool with it because I am a professional unlike you. And so, we were destined to be one of the best tag teams this league has ever seen. Then, sure, we lost the Golden Gods. Shit happens. It's fine. Then, we went against Zach and Paul Bram. Simple as that, we beat them. And then, you have to pull the stunt here, where we could have easily gotten the tag titles. Let's not sugarcoat it here. We could have easily won it if you stuck around. If you stuck around and just showed up there, we had a chance to win. But no, you had to be Mr. Big Shot and try to go after me, put a target on my back, and try to go after me for the actual title next month. I mean, it's a few weeks anyway, so joke's on you. I mean, this was a short-term goal that's going to act out as a long-term failure for you. You shot yourself in the foot here, okay? You lost what made you relevant this entire year. You lost one of your best friends in this league. Because trust me, if it weren't for me, you would not have any friends in this league. Nobody wants to hear your dumb voice on this channel anymore. Nobody wants to tune into any of your stupid videos that you're a part of with Kang on this channel. Nobody wants to tune into your stupid videos that you were on this channel going forward. And trust me, your voice makes angels die and puppies cry. You have the stupidest voice I have ever heard. Nobody wants to hear you. And trust me, I have a stupid voice as well, but it's not as painful as yours, okay? And so that leads me to Darcy. Now, Darcy, I'm not surprised you would pull this kind of thing, because trust me, I had trust in you of being one of the greatest champions of all time. And trust me, the denial that I had to put myself through in that last promo, it was immense. I tried to tell myself, it's like, oh yeah, you put out some funny songs and therefore you're the greatest champion. That is not true, okay? You want to build yourself up as a human highlight reel when in actuality you're a walking embodiment of a cringe compilation. You are what Lou was. You're becoming Lou. You see, Lou as champion he just marked down the days till he became longest reigning champion. And after that, it's smooth sailing for him. He had people pulling the strings for him. You don't have people around you to pull the strings for you, but at the same time, you're facing bums after bums after bums after bums in order to get that number you want. And I mean, sure, I could say that you would win every time when it comes to bums, but I mean, look at Kim. She is a bum. I like her, but she's a bum at predicting. And as a result of that, I mean, I wouldn't say even as a result of that, because she won against you. You only won one match that entire night. You went from going 10-1 to 1-7. Good God, you are a sad predictor, man. You are a sad predictor. You can build yourself up as the greatest champion of all time. I've even said it. You could use a soundbite all you want. It's like, oh, Darcy's the best champion of all time. That's a load of BS. I tell you what, brother. Darcy, you pulling that stunt, I shouldn't be surprised. In fact, I should have, expected you to do that anyways. Me and Brandon could have took them on. Boy, was I wrong, because Brandon also pulled that stunt. I should have seen this coming. I should have seen both of you doing that thing, and all of a sudden, that match became 3-on-1, in which, let's be honest here, even if I went undefeated, there was no way I was winning that. There was no way I was winning that. No matter how good of a predictor one could be, you're not getting out of a 3-1 deficit in that. And sure, Golden Gas can play victim card all they want. They can play the victim card all they want, in which it's like, oh, we're being fair, we're being honest, we're being strategic. Good God. Look, I don't care how many times you want to say you're fair, guess what? You're not. You can say, that match should have never happened. It should have never happened under league rules, okay? There was no way I was put in a position to win. I lost off of technicality. And sure, Darcy or Brandon could just be in the chat right now saying it's like, oh, if you didn't have that attitude, you would have lost. Do you not know how numbers work? You moron. So, what do I do going forward? Yesterday was yesterday. Tomorrow is the next step. And guess what? Brandon, when I see you at TLC, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for Zach. I'm coming for Hunter. And I'm taking that title opportunity. And Darcy, good God, Darcy, do you have a target on your back? Because guess what? When I face you, next time I see you, I'm taking that title off of you. And when those events come, trust me, bro. Trust me. Anybody who's ever screwed me or done me wrong, it's all coming out. I'll see you all then.
I have also been sent another video by a man you know very well, who also wants to air out his grievances about being a part of Team Chebby. Check it out.
Fuck Chebby. I wasn't just turning on Chebby. I know Brandon wanted to turn on Chebby, but I wasn't just turning on Chebby. That was a turn on Brandon as well. Those tag title opportunity he just threw away. That's the only championship opportunity he's going to get anytime soon. This motherfucker wants my title. Both of these motherfuckers have the nerve, Chebby and Brandon. When I picked them to team with me, they both have the nerve to cut promos saying they want my title. Nah. Neither of them will win the Fatal 4-Way. They don't have what it takes. What's Brandon, a 5-time champion? Has there been a worst 5-time champion in anything ever? He's been a 5-time champion. That doesn't impress me. All that means is you've lost the title 5 times. I'm embarrassed to be a 2-time champion. That means I had one slip-up. You've had a lot of slip-ups. You're the definition of a transitional champion. You win the title, a couple of weeks later, first defense, you lose it. Rinse and repeat every single time. And it's been quite some time since you've even had a shot at the title. Your days as a transitional champion are even done. Don't fuck with me! Or you'll awaken the theme within. Brandon's a fool. He cost himself his only opportunity at gold.
I've seen this match before.
But at least he got the fuck Chebby over.
There's never a surprise.
My only regret is
I'm such a big fool.
I couldn't tell Mikey how much he sucks.
My tattoo
And I couldn't embarrass the Golden Gods. I have to postpone my destruction of the Golden Gods. But their end will come.
I wish I had a title, but I can't win the title.
I want some actual competition. I keep getting put against the worst people. I have to predict against Lou, who's already got one foot out the door. I have to predict against the personality vacuum Zach. Then I have to predict against Lou again using a fucking TTS bot. And then I have to predict against Zach again. And then I get the other fucking, say 2 words of predictions match, Kim, twice, because I made a fucking mistake that I rectified. And then so close to the Golden Gods, and I had to put it on hold. And now what? Brandon, Chebby, Zach, and Hunter? One of those is going to get the next title shot? It couldn't get any worse than this. Kang and Joe are lucky there's not someone else like me, or I'd have those tag titles as well. If they can ever find the way to split me in half and just, I don't know, slap a mask on the other half of me and call him the Luchador Man, then I'd fucking be a champ like fucking now. But I've yet to find a partner worthy, because God knows Brandon and Chebby ain't it.
Stop singing as you now. Brandon to Seb.
Summer clown, I'm the Joker, baby.
You're a clown. You are scared. You are a big old bum.
Well, fuck Chebby!
Have fun as the Joker.
It seems Darcy wants to face no one out of the TLC Fatal 4-Way between Chebby and his new/old rival, Brandon, and also Hunter and Zach. But he's got to focus on his challenger upcoming at TLC before he focuses on who he's going to face after that. And that challenger, you'll find out who she is next week.